If you're over 60 and feel like your energy is disappearing, your body may be screaming for testosterone and you're ignoring it. Men over 60 are quietly battling fatigue, low sex drive, belly fat, and even depression, but there's one tiny food that could flip that switch back on. You'd never guess something this small could wake up your testosterone almost overnight, but one study shows it might do just that. Here's the truth. After age 60, your testosterone slowly walks out the door. Your muscles weaken, belly fat creeps in, bones get thinner, your mood dips, sleep worsens, and your confidence slowly erodes. You might notice your desire slipping, not just in the bedroom, but for life itself. You stop caring. You stop feeling like you. Testosterone isn't just about libido or building muscle. It's tied to how driven you feel, how energized you are, how sharp you think, even how well your heart works. So, what do most men do? They get prescribed testosterone creams, patches, injections. Some even buy mystery pills online. But almost no one talks about a natural solution that's already in your pantry or could be just one grocery trip away. Why? Because no company profits when you fix your hormones without a prescription. Here's the kicker. There's one often overlooked nut that may help your body create more of its own testosterone safely, naturally, and without gimmicks. Later in this video, I'll break down a clinical study showing how testosterone levels improved after just a few weeks of eating this nut regularly. And I'll show you exactly how to use one small spoonful to kickstart more energy, better drive, and even a faster metabolism, no medication required. What if the solution to low testosterone isn't in a clinic, but in your kitchen? See, the real problem hiding in plain sight isn't just age. It's diet. Our modern low-fat, high-carb diets send our testosterone into freefall. Why? Because hormones are made from cholesterol and healthy fats. But we've spent years avoiding those foods, thinking we're protecting our hearts. In reality, we've been starving our bodies of the very nutrients it needs to create testosterone. But here's where it gets interesting. There's one powerful food, just one, that gives your body the exact cocktail of healthy fats, plant nutrients, and essential minerals it needs to make testosterone naturally. We're talking about an ancient food used by warriors, healers, and even tribal chiefs to boost male vitality and strength. Now, modern science is catching up and confirming what traditional medicine has known for centuries. This nut is rich in critical micronutrients like zinc, magnesium, and especially selenium. All three are directly tied to testosterone levels. Dr. Ian Thompson, an endocrinologist at the University of California, said in a recent lecture, deficiencies in these minerals almost always result in lower testosterone in older males. And it's not just the minerals. This nut contains a special kind of fatty acid that helps lower a protein called SHBG, that's short for sex hormone binding globulin. SHBG binds to your testosterone and makes it useless. It literally locks it up, so your body can't use it. Lower SHBG equals more active, usable testosterone flowing through your body. That's one of this nut's superpowers. Now let me tell you about Joe. Joe's 64, retired firefighter, proud grandfather of 4. A year ago, he felt worn down, heavy, sluggish, had almost no interest in intimacy, which obviously didn't sit well with his wife. He tried hormone therapy, did a few injections, didn't like how it made him feel. And the cost? Not sustainable. Then his nutritionist mentioned a simple idea: add a small handful of one specific nut to lunch or dinner every day. Joe was skeptical. It sounded too easy, but he gave it a shot. After about 6 weeks, he told us everything started to change. Weight started coming off. His mood? Lighter. Energy? Better than it had been in years. And yes, his interest in the bedroom came back, according to him, with a smile. More importantly, his blood test showed an 18% increase in free testosterone. No pills, no patches, just a few of these nuts a day. And Joe's not the only one. A 2020 study from Selçuk University looked at men who consumed 75 grams, that's about a handful daily, for 12 weeks. The result? Significant increase in testosterone markers, better sperm motility, lower fatigue, even improved metabolism in older men. It wasn't just about performance. It was about vitality. Now, you might be wondering, what is this nut? It's not almonds, not walnuts, not peanuts. This one's different. Give me just a moment, and I'll reveal exactly what it is plus how, when, and how much to eat for the best effect. You'll see how just one or two a day may be enough to help flip your body's testosterone switch back on naturally. And here's the most surprising part. This nut doesn't just work through vitamins and minerals. Its fats, the healthy kind, may actively help your body produce the free testosterone it needs to fight fatigue, burn belly fat, and bring you back to feeling like yourself again. Now, before I reveal it, take a moment to reflect. Have you been feeling slower? Weaker? Less motivated? Are your labs pointing to lower testosterone, but you don't want to rely on synthetic hormones for life? Does the idea of a natural, small daily habit approved by science, used in history, sound like something worth trying? Because in just a few seconds, we're going to name this nut. And when we do, I'll show you exactly how to use it to support your testosterone in a way that feels doable, safe, and even enjoyable. No prescriptions, no side effects, no complicated regimes. Just a food your body may already be craving whether you realize it or not. In a moment, you'll see why this nut has been called one of nature's most powerful hormone helpers, and why scientists are now saying just two per day could support your testosterone levels in ways no pill ever could. So hang on, we'll uncover it all and take the confusion out of testosterone boosting once and for all. Ready for it? The nut we've been talking about is the Brazil nut. That's it. Simple, ordinary looking, but surprisingly powerful. Just 2 Brazil nuts a day may help support healthy testosterone levels, especially in men over 60. And here's what makes it special. Brazil nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a mineral your body desperately needs, but often lacks. Selenium plays a key role in testosterone production. Low levels? They've been linked to fatigue, brain fog, sluggish metabolism, and yes, lower libido. Most men over 60 don't get enough selenium through diet alone. That's why this tiny nut could be such a game changer. In fact, one study from the Cleveland Clinic noted that men with higher selenium levels tended to have more optimal testosterone readings, not superhuman, just healthier. But selenium isn't doing this alone. Because Brazil nuts also come packed with healthy fats, the kind your body uses to build hormones. It's like giving your engine the oil it needs. Without it, things grind to a halt. But when it's there, everything runs smoother. And remember that protein we mentioned earlier. SHBG? Some of the fatty acids in Brazil nuts may help keep SHBG in check so more of your testosterone stays free and active. Now, this doesn't mean you'll suddenly bulk up or bounce out of bed like you're 25 again. But many men do notice real shifts, a bit more energy in the morning, a bit more spark in conversations, a bit more drive to do the things you've been putting off. That's what getting your testosterone back can feel like. Let me be clear, this isn't magic. It's nature. And when you give your body the right tools, small changes can turn into momentum. Think about doing 2 Brazil nuts with breakfast. Or maybe sprinkle chopped ones on a salad. You don't need to go overboard. In fact, with Brazil nuts, more is not better. Just 2 per day give you over 100% of the recommended daily intake of selenium. That's plenty. More than that, and you could actually get too much, which is why sticking to the right amount matters. This is one of those rare cases where less is more. And here's something encouraging. A small 2013 trial out of New Zealand followed older men who simply added selenium-rich foods, including Brazil nuts, to their diets. Most of them didn't change anything else. No workouts, no pills, no major diet shifts. After just a few weeks, their blood work showed modest but steady increases in testosterone. More interestingly, they reported better sleep and fewer mood swings. 2 things we don't always associate with hormones, but that can make a world of difference in daily quality of life. It's easy to dismiss something so small. Just 2 nuts? That's it? But remember, we've been taught to look for complicated solutions. Expensive creams, monthly injections, packaged pills with promises they can't keep. So when a solution is simple, it almost feels suspicious. But in this case, science is backing up what tradition knew all along. Ancient cultures in South America used Brazil nuts not just as food, but as a medicine. for boosting vitality, stamina, and strength. Modern research is just beginning to connect the dots. Now, let me share one more story that really stuck with me. There's a man named Richard. He's 71, a former high school history teacher. About 6 months ago, his daughter gave him a small jar of Brazil nuts and told him to try just two a day. He laughed. She said, "Dad, what do you have to lose?" So he put the jar by the coffee machine and popped two with his mug every morning. After weeks, he said something odd started happening. He stopped feeling like he was fading. His words, not mine. He said there was a little more drive in the mornings, a little more focus. His wife told him he was less cranky. That's when he got curious and did a blood test. His doctor said his free testosterone had nudged back up, not dramatically, but noticeably, without meds, without changing anything else. That tiny jar of nuts by the coffee machine, it became his favorite part of the morning. Now, we're not saying this works for everyone, but if you're over 60, if you're tired of feeling tired, if your confidence isn't quite what it used to be, then giving your body the nutrients it may be lacking starting with two Brazil nuts could be a smart first step. It's simple, it's affordable, and for many men, it's surprisingly effective. You've just discovered one of the easiest ways to nudge your testosterone in the right direction without artificial hormones, doctor appointments, or complicated plans. And here's the best part. Once you get your testosterone moving again, other things often fall into place. You feel more like you again, more motivated to move, to eat better, to do the things that bring you joy. It becomes easier to lose that stubborn belly fat, easier to think clearly, easier to reconnect with your partner, your goals, even yourself. That's the real power of hormone balance. One small habit, big ripple effects. Now, before you head off and stock up on Brazil nuts, there's one more important piece to this puzzle. While Brazil nuts may give you the spark, there's one natural activity you're probably already doing a version of it that studies suggest may triple the effect. When you combine this with Brazil nuts, something remarkable may start happening. In the next video, I'll break that down step by step. So if this spoke to you, if you saw yourself in Joe or Richard, then don't miss what's coming next. And in the meantime, go to your kitchen or your grocery list. Write down 2 words, Brazil nuts. Pick some up. Pop 2 a day. Give it a few weeks. See how you feel. Then be ready because the next piece of this journey might surprise you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this was helpful, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because sometimes that little spark, that tiny seed of change, is all we need to come back to life. 2 nuts, 1 habit, a better chapter ahead. Let's do this together.